everybody, happy Thursday, Doreen at Door Designs. On today's tutorial, I'm going to try to get through two projects real quick with you guys. I've been, as you guys know, cleaning out, moving things around, and what's kind of fun about it is you're discovering things that you forgot you had. So we're going to design with this basket right here, and it's about 12 by 9. It's a twig basket. It's got the rope hanger. So you'll notice that the twigs are a little far apart. So I don't want to just put my flowers down and you can see the stems and everything. So what I've done is I took a piece of floral dry foam, and I just took my sphagnum moss, put it all the way around, just took some floral pins and stuck them right down in there. Because what I'm going to do, we're going to put this right down the middle, like that. And I want to keep some of the moss coming out of the top. So what I'm going to do is on the back side, I'm going to take some more floral pins. Get a few out here. And I'm going to dip it in my glue pot here. And I'm just going to take it through the back side and put a few pins in there. And this is going to keep my floral dry foam from moving around. And since this is the back side, you really don't see, the pins don't really stand out that much, but let's put 3 in there. So you can see where I've put the pins. And if you wanted to, if it bothered you, you could always put some little moss or something over the top of it. But for me, since it's going to be on the back, that doesn't bother me at all. So then what we're going to do, we're just going to start decorating it. We're going to put a bow. We're going to put some greenery hanging down. So I'm going to start out with this piece of greenery, and we're going to take it down the side. So I'm going to see about putting it in through here. Yeah, it's not going to show. So I'm going to put a little glue on the end, and I'm just going to take it right down the front of my basket. And there it is. So we just took it straight down. And now I'm going to make a quick bow, because I'm going to put my bow right in here through the front and let my tails hang down and maybe have some of the tails coming back up. So let's make a quick bow. I'm going to use this bright green because we're going to have some carrots in here. And I'm probably just going to make 2 loops of each ribbon, and I've got three ribbons laid out. I'm going to cut my bottom tail a little long, because like I said, I want it to kind of hang down in my greenery. We're going to do some carrot ribbon. These are the ribbons. I used some of those on the wreath I did this morning for the subscription group. We're just going to lay our ribbon right on top and make 2 more loops. And then I'm going to use a black and white dotted Swiss. I'm going to switch that around. I don't want my loop to be on the other side, so I'm just going to lay it right there on top also. And then here's what I have so far. And I'm going to put a little bit more of the carrot ribbon right on top. And then I'm going to trim down the tails because they are too long. And then we'll get this attached. I'm just going to make my loop real quick. And I know you guys can't see this in close on the bows, but I've got bow tutorials out there. And we're going to lay that right on top. I want to make sure all my ribbons are going the correct way. Oh, forgot my pipe cleaner or zip tie. I'm just going to zip tie this together now. Okay, what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to take this in through the front, I'm going to use one of my stems that I saved from a floral. I just had it out. Well, I'm going to have to grab another one. So I'm just going to take one of my stems and I'm going to run it underneath. I'm going to make a hook first. Make your hook and then put that underneath your zip tie and then zip tie it down. Cut up our zip tie. So this is what I'm going to use. It almost kind of looks like a little shepherd's hook to attach our bow right down our floral foam. Yep. So let's put a little glue on it. I think I want it coming a little further down there. We've got our nice big bow. So let me arrange that real quick. I made the black and white dotted Swiss loops just a little bit shorter, and now I'm going to trim down the top a little bit. And you guys, you could use any ribbons, any design that you wanted. And we're going to curl these up. It's time to sharpen the scissors, I think. Okay. I'm just going to curl these and curl them up on this side. Whoops, I want this one to come down a little bit. And there we have our bow. So when you hang it, it's going to have a nice big pop to that side. Okay, let's add some of our pretty greenery and our florals and kind of jazz it up. Okay, I'm going to use this greenery. It came from Walmart. Last 2 times I've been there, they've been sold out of it, or I haven't seen it. But I like it. I like the color of green in it. I like the little white flowers on it. It's got 5 pieces to it on the stem. So we probably only need 1 stem of this. So we're just going to start from the back side and start filling in. So I'm just going to take all the stems and go right down through the foam. I'll see if I can do it this direction. No, I think I am going to use 2 stems. I'm going to turn it around real quick. Okay, so there's 1 stem. I'm going to use a different one real quick to see how full it gets before I use my last one. This is one that came from Hobby Lobby. It's number 1220177. It makes a great filler bush. I'm going to cut the whole stem up because I know I'm going to use all of it. If I wasn't sure I was going to use it all, I wouldn't cut the complete stem. I would kind of cut a few pieces and see where I'm at before adding. This is a pusher, so it makes it really nice. Okay, see how nice that fills in right there in front of our first greenery? Now you can make your basket as full as you want. You could use any greenery, any florals you have. Okay, I'm taking some coming forward because I want to soften the edge of the basket. These make great gifts. They're fun to make. They're fast. Okay, I've got 1 or 2 pieces, so I'm going to put one behind the bow on the other side, even though it's on the back side. What it'll do is it'll help my loops on my bow stand up nice and pretty. Just kind of moving my greenery around a little bit. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, I can already see like a hole I have right here. This greenery is really nice and thick here, and then I have a little bit of hole, so I'm going to put 1 more piece right down there. Perfect. It's got that. So now let's add a little florals. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of these in. I'm not going to leave them super long. So let's see how these look in there. Oh, yeah, they're going to look really pretty. So I'm going to put some at all different angles, all different directions, because it's just going to be a nice, pretty basket of flowers. Then we're going to add a little bit of color in here. We're going to add some carrots. So we're just going to kind of fill in going across here. This stem I got from Randolph Mercantile, which is a local store here. So I'm just adding some all the way around. I'm going to pick this one because my greenery is filling up my space pretty fast. Okay, I'm going to add some other flowers, but I may come back and even add a couple more of the daisies here. We're going to add some yellow, some orange and yellow. This orange and yellow came from Walmart also. And I'm going to cut it all up because I'm going to use a lot of this in the design. So this little flower is really going to bring out the orange in our ribbon. Look how cute that's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and cut these in two. These are not pushers, so I have to cut them as they're way too long for this size basket. Okay. So I'm just filling in high and low. Sorry about turning it, but I can't see to fill it in if I don't. And it's not really a basket that sits on my turntable. So I'm just going all the way down the basket. See, I've got some high, some low. I'm going to put some right along the edge here. I'm dipping it in my electric skillet, which I use Gorilla Glue sticks. And I keep my temperature about 325. I get my glue sticks at Walmart or Amazon. Okay, let's get a few of these off here. Okay, look how pretty. It just looks like a basket full of some nice wildflowers here. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple of carrots, and I've got this stem of carrots, and then I also have the carrots that I may cut apart, but those may be too big. This stem of carrots came from At Home, and I'm going to take the raffia off, and I'm going to cut this down. And I'm going to try one piece like this, keeping it together and putting it behind the bow. Right back here. I'm going to cut it down a little bit further. Okay, I used my pick machine on the end of this stem, and the reason being because my stem is so thick, it's harder to push through this much greenery I have. So when I use my pick machine, it just puts that nice pick there, and it's going to go through the dry foam really easy. And look how cute that looks with the carrots. Just kind of slowly coming up behind the bow. And then I think I'm going to put a few more carrots over here on this side. Well, I thought I grabbed two of those stems. Hang on real quick. I apologize. I have to grab a second stem. As much as you prepare and try to have everything right here, never fails I forget something. Okay, well, let me just see if I'm going to like it with two stems in here. Okay, I like it with the carrots on this end. What I don't like them all attached. So I'm going to cut them apart and place them a little different. I'm going to go ahead and cut my flowers here too, because I can probably still use those. And I got to bend that up to throw it away. My bow got glued down to one of the... Okay, so I went ahead and added one more carrot right over here. And then I'm going to put one up here a little higher. I'm picking this one because I kind of bent it too much. Okay, let me get my ribbon tails back looking nice for you. I'm going to pull a few of these flowers down. think I'm going to use 2 more of the white flowers, and then we'll be done. I brought 1 more in front. That's not going to be tall enough. I want a longer one in the back here. I put a pick on the end of this one to give me a little more height. There we go. And I think our basket's done, guys. Nice and full. It's got movement to it. I'm not going to take it clear across the back because it's going to be hanging up against a door. And we'll just kind of move our florals around a little bit. And let me take this one down. And this is what it's going to look like hanging on a door. Okay, there is project number 1, our spring basket. How many minutes have I used? 27. I think I can get the other one done. Let me grab it real quick. It's a little watering can, or some people call it a little teapot. I call it a little watering can. It's a twig with some moss. I've already got styrofoam in the center. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a quick little arrangement here. Something just fell off the table in front. So we're going to use some ivy. And this ivy came from Hobby Lobby. First, I think I am going to cover this with a little bit of moss. Yeah, we're going to do that. I keep all my floral pins in this big jar. Just put a few pins down, probably just 2. It's a small arrangement. Okay, let's add our ivy real quick. I think I'm going to have it go in this direction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off some of these leaves at the end because I need more space on my stem to go through the styrofoam. And this is styrofoam, not dry foam, so it's a little bit harder to go through, so I might have to use my pick machine some. I'm going to take 2 pieces of the ivy. I love designing with ivy. I think it's so pretty. I'm going to scoot this back. There you go. So I've got the ivy, and I've got it kind of hanging out kind of long. May not keep it that long. And then we're going to put in some greenery. And I'm going to cut this down. Glue strings drive you nuts. Okay, I'm going to cut 2 or 3 pieces because I'm cutting each one of these in half. So we're just filling it in. These look great on a kitchen island, on a little end table, cute in like a bathroom. They're just a nice size to move around your home. Okay, now I'm going to add some of these cream colored pieces here. We're going to cut these down. I'm going to leave these a little bit taller than my greenery. And see how it's just going to kind of lighten it up and add some color? When you're cutting your stems to go in, cut them at an angle so you have a point. Helps it to go through your styrofoam. Okay, now see how this ivy, I'll probably trim a little bit of it back just because it's almost a little too long. So let's do little pieces at a time. I am going to finish this all the way around just because whoever gets this, I don't know where they're going to have it, and it might be on a table that people can see it all the way around. Don't want that. I've got these cute little birds. And I think I'm going to add the green one. And I want him to kind of sit right here on the edge, so I'm playing with my ivy just a little bit here. I'm hoping he's not too big because I really want to use him. Okay, we're going to try it. We may not like it, but we're going to try it. So I'm just going to put a little glue on him. And we're going to set him right in there. We're going to kind of Move them back a little bit. We're going to put a few flowers around them to kind of hide in just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add just a couple of pieces. I want to add a little bit more of a light white in here because our bottom is so dark here. We want to have it nice and full. So I've added some white kind of coming around the bird. And I have one more piece, so we're going to add it. And look how adorable that looks. So now the bird doesn't look so like he's standing out there by himself on the edge. Clean this off. Now that is super cute and would be really cute, but I don't have a super small bunny down here. All the bunnies I have are too big. But on a table, this would be adorable if this bunny was about half the size in an arrangement with a little candle. And when I take this upstairs to take photos, I'll put it in a little tray so you can see how it looks with different things around it. And it's pretty all the way around. And this came from Sim's Pottery, but it was probably, gosh, 4 or 5 years ago when I made a bunch of these, and I just discovered I had one left. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed our spring basket as we're trying to get everybody's homes decorated for the spring season. I will have both of these posted in my shop, and that's shopdoordesigns.com. They should be posted in probably about 30 or 40 minutes. So enjoy the rest of your day. I enjoyed doing this tutorial for you, and have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.